Speaker number 5, Unveiling Unsung Heroes, Remarkable Stories of RCAF Personnel.
Orateur numéro 5, Révéler les héros méconnus, histoire remarquable de membres du personnel de l'ARC.
A hero is a widely recognized, idolized, and respected figure. I can name countless such heroes in the history of aviation. Elsie McGill, the first female aeronautical engineer. Billy Bishop, the flying ace of RCF during World War I. These people have left marks on the pages of history. But they're also faded marks of those who worked relentlessly behind the curtains of a great act. Judges, honorable guests, and fellow cadets. I'm Flight Sergeant Kaur from 746 Lightning Hawk, and I'm here to unveil these curtains to show you not one, but a group of many individuals who help support the flight of Canadian pilots, the aerospace control operators, generally known as air traffic controllers. As a member of ground school, one thing that stuck with me after 45 hours of training was the importance of air traffic control. Because up in the sky, you know that there's always someone looking out for your safety on the ground. This has been true throughout history, especially in a small room on the far coast of Ontario, the North Bay. You see, early in Canada's history, flying control wasn't a separate trade or a profession, but it was clear that Canada's sheer size and dense wilderness required an airspace to be established, for which North Bay was chosen. But I'm jumping way ahead in the story. What truly helped North Bay become one of the most recognized RCF bases were the air traffic controllers who operated in a small greenhouse. Yes, you heard me right. A greenhouse that was regarded as an air traffic control center? But let's keep in mind that during that time, Canada had yet to establish separate facilities for this occupation. So back in 1943, the appointment of these men wasn't just a test to determine the effectiveness of their role, but an endeavor that would decide the future of aviation. These handful of controllers were responsible for thousands upon thousands of military flights that flew over the Atlantic during World War II. Even though they didn't operate directly on the front lines, the pressure, the stress, the responsibility that they must have felt would be unmatched by any other. Yet, this was just the start to countless obstacles that they faced. What could be worse? Well, transponders weren't used in air communication. So if the controllers had to track a plane, they had to rely solely on raw radar that bounced off the plane's surface. If the radar went blank, well, a pencil, basic math, and the push of your finger along the surface of the map were the best you could do to track a plane. Silly as it may seem, it is true. Even after all this, North Bay managed to have only one fatal crash, comparatively less considering the time frame and circumstances of war, all thanks to the exceptional navigational skills and spatial awareness of these controllers. But once the war was over, the controllers were simply posted out, walking away with unacknowledged acts of service. However, like Isaac Newton once said, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The success of these controllers and numerous others all across Canada was a unified effort into the creation of Canadian military air traffic control operations. Who could have thought that a job that started from a small greenhouse would eventually become a necessity for aviation in the coming century? North Bay not only advanced to become one of the most recognized RCF bases, but was also the heart to NORAD operations during Cold War. As for the controllers who made it possible, their names remain unrecognized. Today, pilots rely on ATC to guide them, provide them with valuable information, and to warn them of every hazard. But the purpose of this story is to not only recognize these unsung heroes, but to implore your thinking and redefine the word hero. Yes, a hero is an idolized figure, but it's also someone who works not for recognition alone. A hero is someone who brings about change. A hero is you and me who strives to inspire and be inspired. There is a hero within each and every one of us, especially the RCAF personnel who provide defense and safety beyond the horizon of the ground and into the infinite sky. Back to you, MC.
Thank you, speaker number 5. Speaker 6, please get ready.
Merci, orateur numéro 5. Orateur numéro 6, s'il vous plaît, préparez-vous.